Stephen Yun, Ricky Jupe Park. He used to be on this show called Gordy's Home, and I think this was an actual show.
I was looking into it. It's like there's things that have happened in real life that this could have been influenced by, but nothing to directly say it was a specific event. Chimps have in fact attacked people in real life on television.
Yes, but they have some flashbacks with a younger Jupe, and they were having a little birthday party for the chimp. Some balloons popped, and the chimp went crazy and pretty much massacred everybody on set, except Jupe, young Ricky Jupe. He was about to give the chimp a fist bump, but then thankfully somebody shot him. No telling what could happen.
I mean, in the way and that scene I think was filmed pretty well. I mean, the way the attack happened, and you get it from Jupe's perspective. The monkey kind of walks around slowly. He kills several people at once. I mean, and then he goes back and bangs the woman up. More blood drips from his hand, and it's like it's CGI, but you're seeing it through a tablecloth, so it's not clear. That kind of adds to the effect of the film. Now, you could argue that piece of the movie, you could say it was really good, but it's not. The majority of the movie is not like that scene. And then you have this mysterious floating shoe during the scene.
You said floating shoe?
Did you notice that?
Floating shoe.
So while he's attacking, in the background above, just right off the floor, there's like a light blue shoe. Looks like a pair of Vans, like one of them. That's standing straight up, and it's almost like it's floating. It's kind of behind the chimp when he's beating people up, and I think it's most visible whenever he's attacking the woman. And in his later on in Jupe's home, or wherever this ranch is where he does his show, he has that shoe in a glass case, and it's also standing up the same way. So there's nothing, they never reference that, never talk about it. Nothing's ever said about it. But you could argue that may have started his fascination with UFOs or things just out of the ordinary. But again, another one of those up for interpretation moments.
Yeah. I'm not sure of the connection.
And no one is. There's no reason why that she was floating, and it was.
Or even that whole scene. I mean, it's probably the best scene in the film because it kept me on edge, or on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
It was very tense, but there's very minor connections from that scene to the rest of the movie.
No, they don't. Well, they do talk about it, I guess. I mean, because he has the whole like shrine to this monkey in the show, and he lets people. People pay him to talk about it or to get to stay in this room or this memorabilia. So there's that. I mean, his old stardom, like he's not scared by the mauling that happened with the chimp. He more so glorifies it, which is interesting.
Could have been him laying there dead.
Yeah.
But
pool of blood.
Yeah. But there's also a girl that's maybe a little bit older than him on the show. She gets beat up, her face gets all torn up, but she ends up showing up again in present day. Face pretty beat up, or really that's an understatement. Yeah. But that scene was actually in, or her looking up, that scene was in the trailer, and I thought that had something to do with aliens, just looking back on it. But
yeah,
there's no connection there.
Nope, her face was ripped off by a monkey.
Zero connection. She only shows up for those few seconds.
Right. Because you would think maybe this, oh my gosh, this thing is possessed. Like, how is this in public? Something is happening. Nah, she was just scared like every other regular person that was there. She was just unfortunately injured.
Thanks for watching, and if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.